Alright everybody, this is Straight Up Green from Hotel California Golf Club and WGT Golf. So, it is time for the path brackets. We skipped a day because of timing, but we are back. And full leaderboard looks like I actually squeezed by with that travesty of a round that I shot on the first. So, what do we have here? Okay, so I'm playing Cannon Eubanks, who would have beat me if he was paired up with me on the first round. And we have looks like Tennessee Grinder, I don't know, and Blaine. They're going to go against each other. And we got Vinny and Young B58 and Kiwi 29 and PJS Bush 74. Alright, so good luck all you guys, and we'll get ready to go here. So let's see, we're playing, is it Pebble Beach? I think we're playing Pebble Beach, and we have moderate winds and 10.9 speed greens, so let's tee up. Okay, do I want to use a pass now? Alright, looks like they put me on the first hole. This is always a tricky drive, depending on the wind speed, direction. I like to look at it from many angles. It's not going to be, too much that way, I think. So I've got wind in my face, and I've got some elevation. So I'm going to hit it right about there. Full backswing. Not bad. Put me in the middle. That's a good place to be. Alright, so I got, like I said, I got wind in my face. I'd say I would add probably about 5 yards of wind. Couple yards elevation. I would probably hit this about a 94, 95, because it's not a long shot. So I'm 100, probably about there. Okay, a little above the hole. Looks like I'm coming down a little bit, and it's breaking. So I don't need to give this too much. Just enough to get it past that little oomph and into the hole. I love this par 5. It's the very first par 5 I hit a double eagle on. So, just, I'm fond of it because of that. Pretty straightforward par 5. The only thing I would say is just give it another yard or two as you approach it. So this you know, this would be 196 because of the elevation. Maybe take a yard off 195. I might hit this. I might hit a 195 club actually. Wind is going to really move it right to left, and I might hit it just a flat 195. Went a little long. Probably could have put just a tad of backspin on there and I'd have checked it up. Left myself a pretty difficult putt. Coming back down this hill. It's going to move fast this way. And let's see, 6.7 down. So I got 80 on my 20 meter. Almost 3 grids of break. Let's see what happens. Broke more than that. Looked like I gave it enough pace, just not enough break. Alright, take a birdie and get out of here. Got the wind in my face, so I'm going to have to play it slightly to the right. This drive is kind of crazy. It can sometimes get you up near the green if you got the wind with you.
That's in the garden spot.
Right. Three. So 6 yards of distance added for the wind in my face. So I'm gonna hit this like a 103 shot. I don't have a 103 club. I have a 100 club, so I'll put some top spin on it. Try to get it up that hill. Maybe hit just a tad late. Alright, probably gave it too much. Coming down the hill is going to be harder than not, but it's not, if you can see, the dots aren't moving that much, so it ain't going to be too hard. 11.2, 3.9. So 70 on my 10 slider. So we got a good headwind, or tailwind, I mean. So that means I might be able to get on the green. See what happens. Uh-oh. hit it late. That's not always not a good thing. But I got it on the green. Myself an eagle putt. Not an easy eagle putt, but an eagle putt. 28.5, 9.9 up. That gives me about 63 on my 50 slider. A little bit of break. So I would say probably about there. Broke a little more than I gave credit for. Nothing to this one, just don't get crazy. Tap it in, tap it in, tap it in. Alright. This par 3 isn't generally too hard as long as you don't have crazy winds. So take 3 off plus 1 for escalation, and that will give you 194. Take about another 5 to 6 off, so hit about 188, 187 around there. Break. Win. What did I say? 187, right? About 95 on my 195 slider. Above the hole. So kind of a tricky, fast moving downhill slider. So 0.2, 1.5 down, which gives me about 57 on my 10 slider, 57%. It's going to move pretty good coming down that hill.
Solid putt.
Whew. All right. Let's go ahead and just bap this one downwind. Got a lot of wind in the face and no worry about hitting it past fairway. All right. So this hole. At one time, you used to be able to hit this hole a lot shorter than normal, and it would just, if you hit it at distance, it would like roll off the bat. Now it seems to be a little more closer to the distance, so we're going to try that. So we got, probably about 10, 11, 12 uphill, probably about 10, 11, 12 in the face. That's 24 to this. I'm just going to hit me a 3-iron, a little backspin on it. I didn't quite get on the green, but that would have been a pretty good shot, I think, if I got on the green. On the fringe, And quite honestly, it's not looking too bad for a putt. And the dots are moving fast, but it doesn't warrant a punch shot, I don't think. So I might just putt this. 15.9, 0.9 up, and a lot of break. So, what we get? 69. About 69 on the 20 meter. I did not give it enough break. But at least I kept it below the hole, which is probably a good thing. Alright. So this hole is like, you take 7 off, gives you about a 102 yard shot if there's no wind, but there's a lot of wind. So we're going to take probably about 11 off for this. So I'm going to hit this like 91. That's going to break right to left. That wasn't bad. 6.5, 0.4 down. Gives me about 60 on my 10 slider.
Solid putt.
Straight in, which is always a good thing. But there's 2 ways you could hit this. If I play this into the wind, which I'm not, because the wind's with me, sometimes I like to just punch a driver. You hit a punch driver, and it will give you about 256 down there, leave you close to the edge. With the wind, that's that's cutting it. So I might just hit a 3-wood. A little bit shy of a 3-wood.
That's in the garden
That's
spot.
close enough to the edge. On this shot, just kind of ignore the escalation. Just don't even account for that. So hit at 178 plus whatever the wind says. And it looks like it might take a yard off or 2. So maybe 176. Let's see. So on the 180 club, I'm going to hit 97%. People like to look at my spin. How do I turn this? Camera thing on. Or not the camera, but shot data. Alright, so 178. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What did I say? Oh yeah, hit it 97. It's gonna break pretty good. Smooth this out of the way. And hit it 197. Or 97 euro. I'd say 180. So when I put spin on the ball, I always put the same spin on it unless I want to add or subtract due to distance reasons, usually when I'm between clubs. So I always know what it is, but some people can't tell, so that was my spin. My normal spin is about 54%, I guess. And I just have a place on the ball, like the one, where I just kind of move it there. I'm lazy. I don't count clicks usually. But that's the way I mapped them. I had a visual cue. I feel good with that, maybe. No. I hate those little, just barely miss off the edge. Oh well. Let's go. Drop down there.
That's a huge drive.
91% backspin. All right, let's see. So I'm going to subtract 6 yards for the wind, 2 yards for escalation. So I hit about 138. Shot. So I hit this about 93% of my 93 or so of my 150 club. So 9.8, 5.1. I get about 48, 49 on the 10 slider. And it's going to move a little bit. So from this angle. Just missed it. Something told me to give that a little bit more break than I should have. Well, that's it. What did I wind up with? 29. 29 with the last couple. So 29 is, it's not horrible. Might get me through. Might not. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow on the path of brackets. So what are we looking at? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get past him. So it looks like I'm moving into the final round, round 3, into the finals. See, we have Kiwi. I don't know if that's his real name. Kiwi 29. He made it. The rest of them haven't played yet. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. It's a good day to have. Straight up green. Out.